In this video, I want to show you the 10 best clock faces from my Fitbit that I have found to make your Fitbit look awesome. Up next. My name is Jeff and I do different types of tech, lighting, and gadget reviews as well as tip videos, and my tip for you guys right now is be sure to stick around till the end of the video because I've got 2 bonus clock faces that I'd like to show you. So let's get into those top 10 Fitbit clock faces. So we're going to start off with the Shift clock face, and this is a more stylistic and classy clock face. As you can see, the numbers seem to almost be flying off the sides of the screen. It's kind of more of an artistic look. In addition to those numbers, we have our hour and minutes hand of the clock as well as the seconds hand ticking away, so you can keep track of seconds. Our stats and information are going to be in this lower left corner, and as I tap the screen, that information is going to change, showing me everything from the time, date, steps, calories. We've got distance that I've traveled today, beats per minute, active minutes, so all that information keeps changing as you tap the screen. So this next clock face is going to be backdated, and again, this is another classic fancy looking watch face. This one doesn't have any numbers. It's got the analog clock and then no numbers for the clock face. It has our minute and hour hand as well as our second hand ticking away. It in the background has the big letters and numbers showing the day and the date. And if I tap the bottom right of the screen here, you're going to see right now we've got the beats per minute for heart rate, but it's going to change my different stats as I keep tapping on the screen. You can also customize the colors of this watch face by going into the settings. This is the backdated clock face. So next up we have the mesmerizing clock face here, and as I tap it you'll briefly see the day, and then we actually have the date in this upper corner here and the percentage of battery that I have left. Those quickly disappear. We also have our flashing beats per minute heart beat here that's in the lower left corner, and then the main thing that you're going to be concentrating on with this watch face is going to be all the colorful rings that are changing color in the middle of the screen. We've got our white hands for our analog clock, the hour and minute hand. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any seconds hand to keep track of seconds, but still a very cool watch face. There's 2 outer rings, a blue one and a purple one just inside that. Those actually are going to start as little arcs and then during the day grow to full circles and reach a full circle as you reach your goals. So the outer circle is going to be for your steps during the day. That slightly inner circle is going to be for your calories burned. So our next clock face is going to be retroactive, and this colorful clock face shows the different streaks of color, which is unique, and it's going to show you our current time on top. It also is showing the seconds, which is pretty cool. It's going to show us the day and date, and then we have different stats that are going to be on the left side here. It's showing me beats per minute down here in the lower right. As I tap the screen, this little dot kind of goes across the streaks of color, and it's going to change up the different stats that I see on the left side of the screen. It's also going to show the plus or minus, the difference. Like today I got 12,984 steps. That is 4,984 more than yesterday. So some cool things about this clock face. So our next clock face is going to be the flare clock face, and this is probably one of the most simple and cleanest clock faces that I found. It has this unique feature where right now you see this arc of dots that actually is going to continue to grow as we get further into the hour. So right now it's 21 minutes after the hour. Once we get to 30 minutes it'll be all the way to the bottom just like a clock, and then up to 45 and then all the way up to the top at the end of the hour. Again, very clean layout and very simple if you're not looking for a lot of information, and definitely one of my favorite very easy to read clock faces. I also wanted to let you guys know that a while back I almost cracked the screen on my Fitbit, but it was saved because I had one of these screen protectors installed on the top. Very easy to install. The screen protector took all the damage, actually saved my Fitbit screen, and I made a video showing all of that, the damage, as well as how easy it was to install a new screen protector. They're very inexpensive and definitely well worth adding to your Fitbit to protect your screen. I will put a link to that video here so you guys can check that out. But now, back to the clock faces. Coming in at number 5, I'd like to show you the SKETCHY clock face, and this has a lot of information shown on it. We have here our date and our day, but what's unique about this watch face is it's also going to include the weather. So right now it's nighttime and we're showing a moon, but if it was daytime, I've seen a picture of a sun or clouds. It's also going to show me the current temperature and percentage for rain right now. We also have our time, and it's showing the beats per minute for my heartbeat in the lower corner here. On the other corner here, right now we have the active number of minutes that I've been active today, and as I keep tapping the bottom of the screen, you'll see it change to different stats such as steps, calories, distance that I've walked, and flights of stairs. There's also an option in the settings where you can change the background to be white and the text to be black if you like that instead. So next I would like to take you guys back to the 80s. This is the I Love the 80s watch face, and very cool, very retro, bright, crazy style to it. Just describing what we've got here. So we've got our analog clock with our hour and minutes hand. We are showing our beats per minute with our heart there. On the very bottom we show the day and current date, and what's unique about this watch face is if I take my finger and tap the upper left, now it's going to animate. We get a cool animation here of our I Love the 80s watch face. In addition to this, if you want more details about your steps, calories, active minutes, all that information, you can click in the bottom right corner, and it's briefly, like totally, going to show you all that information and then quickly disappear once again. This is the I Love the 80s watch face. Coming in at number 3 is the sleek watch face, and it looks just as it's named, very sleek yet very simple. It just has tick marks instead of numbers going around our analog clock. The analog clock is going to feature the hour and minutes hand. Just behind that is our heart, showing our beats per minute for our heartbeat. We're also getting our information for our day and our date, and then underneath that it's going to indicate our steps. Very simple and yet a very effective clock face. Maybe if you're a business person, somebody at the office, this is the sleek watch face. Coming in at number 2 is our FULLCHRONO watch face. FULLCHRONO being spelled as one word if you're searching for this watch face. This is definitely one of the busier watch faces, showing lots of information. Starting off, we've got our analog clock ticking away. That's got our hours, minutes hand, as well as the seconds hand. In addition to that, you have all these circles showing all the information of what's going on during the day, your steps, beats per minute, amount of battery left in your Fitbit. The orange is calories burned. We've got our day and date information, stairs for number of flights of stairs that I've gone up today. The green over here being the distance, 6.2 miles that I've walked, and the lightning bolt for the active minutes, 104 active minutes today. Lots of information on this FULLCHRONO watch face. And we've finally come to my favorite number 1 clock face right now, which is going to be the Status V or the Status 5 clock face with lots of information on it. Just starting on the left, going through, we've got the day, the time, as well as the date on the bottom, and then we've got the person that's kind of on the right there. He has, lots of information showing beats per minute, heartbeat at the top, calories, the percentage there is the percent left of battery in the Fitbit. The 6.22 is the distance that I've gone today walking, and then the number of steps that I've gotten on the very bottom there. On the top and the bottom, you'll also see the running white lines. I love those. Kind of gives it almost like a heartbeat monitor feel, and I just feel this whole watch face looks very futuristic. I like all the different colors, and I just love the look of the Status V clock face. And as promised, here's those 2 bonus clock faces. The next clock face I want to show you guys is BITMOJI. So BITMOJI is really cool. Once you install BITMOJI onto your Fitbit, you'll need to connect it to your Snapchat app. So you need to have a Snapchat account, and you can customize a cartoon character of yourself in Snapchat, and then that cartoon character in the BITMOJI clock face is going to visit you all day long on your Fitbit, and whatever it's doing, its actions are going to kind of change with your actions. So he's going to be there to challenge you to get more active or cheer you on when you reach your goals, and he's going to keep you motivated throughout the day. In addition to seeing the cartoon character, you also get the time, you'll see your steps, as well as the day and the date. Next up, I want to show you guys the MESMERIZE clock face. And what's neat about this clock face is it allows you to add your custom image to the watch. So if you've got a favorite background that you want, you can also customize the text that appears. So right now I have it as kind of white with a shadow. You can go into settings and you can actually change the colors of those as well. It's going to display the date, and then we've got our time. It's also going to tell me the amount of power left in battery. As I keep tapping the lower right of the screen here, it's going to change the information that it's going to show me. So it runs through all the different stats. What else is kind of cool is when you click when you tap the top of the screen, it's going to put different filters or themes on your picture, and I believe there's over 20 of them. So you just keep tapping until you find one that you really like, and some of them are pretty crazy, but some of them are pretty cool. So you find the kind of the frame that you want best for your picture, or the filter, and then you can set that as your clock face. This is the MESMERIZE clock face. So I also enjoy playing games as well as using different apps on my Fitbit, and I made a video similar to this one, which is my top 10 Fitbit apps that were my favorite to help you get the most use out of your Fitbit. So be sure to check that video out. Be sure to make every day awesome. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.